armor. So that will be her first business as soon as he appears on the map. And yeah, CHERRA will know it. Right, he demonstrated in the last map that he also knows when the enemy goes to the light. And it's the same situation on this map. There are only two. So if he's not hunting for the other one, he's on the other side for the other light.
The railgun room, though, much more defendable than any of the two areas on Corrupted Keep. So CHERRA picks up the Mega right away. moskvin goes for the delay. CHERRA already rockets and rail in hand. moskvin trying to defend that LG, but CHERRA was not there at all. Oh, the direct rocket and rail combo destroys moskvin's stack completely. moskvin caught on red room. Not really where you wanted to be caught, and might get caught here as well, but that rail will help him get that mega, but CHERRA with a small movement fail and falls to the shotgun. I'm not really sure he really wanted to drop down into that teleporter, but catches moskvin with the LG, dodges those rockets, and he gets that frag right away. So CHERRA leads 2-1 as the weapons. moskvin is hurting a little. Oh, moskvin falls right into all of that shaft.
Yeah, I think we are seeing here a high skill difference. Taking that jump at the last frag and the previous frag that he just walked away from the heavy.
moskvin trying to slow the game down, deals a great rail that wins him the heavy. Oh, and CHERRA dealing 100 damage just like that. Does miss this rail on moskvin, and that's a skew to leave and get the light armor by railgun. And moskvin is on the driver's seat. He can afford to drop down and
yeah, and actually that weapon choice, using the LG to push CHERRA away, that earned him the heavy.
Oh, and this missed rail by CHERRA might grant him the heavy as well. But CHERRA clutching the frag from the jaws of death. And the CHERRA leads 4 frags. Oh, with moskvin great returned rail, CHERRA hurting, and he finds the second rail. Frags CHERRA, brings this one to a 3 frag game. CHERRA with the rockets already.
And waiting for moskvin to appear, but his rockets don't connect and moskvin is doing the damage. Oh, and he falls down and gets the frag, but only because CHERRA suicides.
Oh, and CHERRA hurting again. moskvin even has the starting railgun, but won't use that one. Will use the railgun to finish CHERRA off. CHERRA tracking moskvin into this light armor area and finishes that frag, always keeping moskvin at arm's length. Score-wise, which is always a good strategy, never letting your opponent get to catch this frag. And well, CHERRA does not have his railgun at the moment, so he will be prone to moments like this. Trying to deal some damage from above, but it's moskvin is doing most of that damage. And the moskvin will get that mega, possibly even for free. As the CHERRA is just nowhere near.
Yeah, he's outstacking CHERRA by a large margin right now. So if he can keep the damage away from himself and the damage onto CHERRA, he will get another frag.
Yeah, CHERRA trying to force a fight, manages to escape, and now moskvin is hurting. Both players charge through that teleporter, but it's moskvin who gets the frag. When it looked like CHERRA had turned it around. Both players on a rocket fight. I would have said that it should have favored CHERRA, but moskvin's rockets were amazing. Only down by one with half of that map to go. Certainly more than enough for him.
Yeah, I'll give moskvin some
5-minute warning.
screen time. Doing awesome against CHERRA. But he leaves the heavy to CHERRA. He's now being outstacked by a large margin. And CHERRA gets another clean kill, I would say. Because he's still overstacking on both items and adds the following to his name.
Yeah, no, moskvin is completely hurting, but that rail will absolutely help. Oh, CHERRA using the TP to dodge. But that's not enough as CHERRA even forces the spawn away. Tried to force the spawn close to him.
I wonder if moskvin just wants to chase this one up. He tries to, but they switch position and CHERRA... Yeah, I can fall back to the mega health. Oh! And moskvin was chill chasing. He pays with his life for it.
Yeah, firing those uphill rockets never really works. Oh, and CHERRA's rails are amazing today.
Time. Stopwatch.
moskvin opts to leave and try to get some more weapons before engaging. Oh, CHERRA runs out of LG! And moskvin takes that cue to go and get him. Oh no, caught by the shaft, hits both rails.
Stopwatch.
Clutches that one from the jaws of death and... With rockets like that, moskvin is back, but CHERRA finishes him off.
Yeah, moskvin still has some time to get back in this, but I do think that CHERRA is relaxing a bit on this
CHERRA
map.
putting the car keys on the table, but the risk paying off as he hits his rail and doesn't take any damage. Now CHERRA's being on the defensive, trying to end the series right here. And little rails like that will certainly help. Well, moskvin knows exactly where CHERRA is, but does not want to make the wrong move. Drops down for the item, and that was absolutely the right thing to do as he gets one frag closer. And it's 3 frags in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was surprised CHERRA just did a double back while moskvin had the better positioning. The damage came from CHERRA, but moskvin could stack up mid-fight on the heavy.
Oh, and moskvin wants to keep fighting this, even though he's extremely low. Eats that one nail, and now he's hurting, and CHERRA smells blood, and... well, 4 frags in a minute and a half is still possible, but when you gotta climb back from out of control... I'd say we're reaching the point of no return. Each second that passes and moskvin does not get a frag, it gets exponentially more difficult. Now CHERRA can just turtle this one out.
Yeah, moskvin did have a few moments
1 minute warning.
that he could turn it around, but as soon as CHERRA, or as soon as moskvin got 2 frags after each other. Cherra stepped it up. And brought it back home.
Yeah, Moskvin gets a nice consolation frag at the end. But 10 seconds, 3 frags, just the math just does not add up. And GGs are called.